We are coming with a cast. It's a fun way to just kind of relax and have a little fun here at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I love this.
So, welcome in. How has your Comic-Con been so far?
So amazing, great.
Yeah.
Even better now.
Heck yeah.
So, have you guys done the panel already?
Yeah.
How was the panel?
It was so awesome.
It was great.
Yeah.
Very good. People were wonderful.
Yeah.
Waldo was there.
Yeah.
Waldo was there, so you found him.
Yeah.
That's good.
At long last.
And people dressed up as Superman.
Yep.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
A great turnout too.
That's awesome. Well, let's talk about the show and, how much fun you're having as each of your characters, whether it's Jimmy or Lois, or we get, a little bit of cousin action in there as well. So let's start with the cousin as she's kind of created some new opportunities for herself, but as well as, bridges between Jimmy and some other things too. So.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Tell us about her moving forward and what you like best about her, I guess.
I love Kara's heart. I mean, she's gone through so much, growing up on Krypton with just Brainiac, and it kind of an abusive family situation. But at the end of the day, her heart is really in the right place, and I'm really excited to see how she navigates this new life that she has for herself, like kind of a blank slate now, being on Earth, with family and friends who love her. So I'm excited to see like her interests, aside from being a superhero. What will she gravitate towards? What does she feel? And it's actually really, at its core, like such a relatable story, even though, we don't have superpowers, but I think everyone reaches a fork in the road in their life where they have to decide what direction they want to go in, and she's at that point, so I'm excited for her.
Very cool. And then when it comes to Jimmy has, he's got his cruise, he's got things going on, love interests. So how do you see Jimmy and the way he's growing so far?
He's definitely growing as a person. He's definitely growing as a friend. I feel like you see the empathy that Jimmy has for everybody, and you see how far he's willing to go and risk to just help out his friends and help out people that he doesn't even know. And then you see him navigate the work world, and try to be a leader. But I feel like he gets braver and braver. He takes a lot of leaps and big swings. So it's going to be fun to see just how far he goes in that aspect of his life, of being like a leader in many aspects. So it's going to be interesting. He's not just the comedic relief. He has a lot of depth to him, which I'm excited to let people. I'm excited for people to see. Essentially on the show. So.
Now, when it comes to Lois, there's no fear there, but there's a lot of let's just say focus. She's got blinders for so many things too. So, how are you having fun with her and the kind of stories she has?
Oh man, she's so much fun to play. They've written her just as such a lovable character, and she inspires me. I want to be like Lois.
She's a working girl for a long time.
Yeah.
She's a boss.
Yeah,
for sure.
She's such a boss. She's a baddie. She's so strong, and I think she's just so courageous as well.
Right.
And also, she has her flaws. She's not perfect, but I think being able to own up to those mistakes when she makes them, apologize to Clark, and I'm just excited to see her continue to grow in her career, also in her relationship, with Clark, and also just continuing to evolve her friendship, and now Kara's in the picture, maybe double dates.
Right.
Yeah.
Always making plans, and none of the guys know what's up yet.
Yeah.
You'll find out later. You'll find out later. Speaking of the story itself, if I can talk to the creators, the producer here. So, when it comes to this world, we have Superman, we have him growing, but we've also opened the world pretty wide, pretty early too. We're out there, we're in the cosmos, we're doing all these things too.
Yeah.
So, what's the main thought about how you want to grow? His Superman and Clark stories kind of side by side with all these great new people in his life?
That is a great question. So the core of the show is always these central relationships, right? The big villain in season 1 was Lois's dad. The big villain in season 2, sorry Kiana, was Clark's cousin. And then his like evil robot uncle, I guess.
Step uncle.
So we're trying to keep it close to home and find new ways to challenge Clark and Lois's relationships and Jimmy and Kara's relationship. And Jimmy and Clark and so we've got this network of relationships and we want to punish these people and make it hard for them to be happy so that they have to fight not just for their happiness but for each other's happiness,
Right.
which is I think really the core of the show is like what you're willing to do for the happiness of the people around you and the well-being of the people around you.
Right.
So we're looking for ways to challenge that.
Yeah, Superman's super because he loves people.
It's true.
Did you just spike the camera with
He sure did.
That's why Brendan called her super.
Clip it, put it in the promo. Put it in the
You're done.
you know, and Jack is a great Superman too. Of course, we've seen
Yes,
his
absolutely.
comedic side. We love him in Lower Decks with his other animated stuff too. What was one of the things that, you know, as you progress with Jack and his voice and his Superman as well, that you kind of enjoy about the way he delivers it, and as well as the kind of the learning and the growing with the same character too?
So this is funny because I remember hearing, I think, Kiana and Alice talk about how seeing the characters on screen in animation like affected the way they think about playing them. And for us, it was, you know, we'd written several episodes before we got to record with anybody. So once we started to hear how Jack particularly was Clark as well as Superman, we started writing two-handed, to Alice and to Ishmel and to Kiana.
Right.
And I think like our writing got a lot better. But the first thing that attracted us to Jack as the show's central star was his Clark Kent.
Yes.
That guy was so full of love and so full of charm and humor, and we were like, great, this is the guy. And then we found Superman with Jack along the way, but like his Clark was so earnest and so real.
He was one of the first tapes we got when we were listening to all the Superman, and there was a lot of people doing a Superman, but nobody was doing a Clark Kent until we hit Jack, and we were like, this is it. This is the person who's going to be our Clark. Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, in the last season too, you know, Kara goes through so much too. So, you know, moving forward with her, are you kind of excited to see how she kind of finds emotions or finds ways to live with not robots and not you know, AI daddies and things like that too, you know, because that's the connection she wants to make and she's kind of striving for, I think. I think so, yeah.
No, I'm definitely excited to see that side of her. And to see her find her purpose and it's so funny in season 2. Like, she doesn't know a lot of the, like, Earth references. I mean, why would she? Like, when, in that scene where Clark finds the photo of Jimmy in Kara's, like, memorabilia, Earth stuff, and he's like, oh, do you have a crush on Jimmy? And she's like, what? No crush? I will not crush him. Like, just, like, these little things. Or, like, she still has so much to learn. So I think that the world's just wide open for her.
I just want to say, this is a very good decompressor. Right now.
It's what we try to do. We try to have a little fun here too.
Still really
enjoy it as well too. So
It's like mine at work.
I know, and unfortunately this was a shorter one, so we're kind of at that wall here too. So if anyone wants to show what they did, you got pretty far actually.
Yeah, I got some heart stickers. Hopefully, I remember the costume colors right.
The series too, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got stickers. We've got all kinds.
Here we got.
You understand,
He
Jay?
designed it. He drew it. Yeah. This is Brendan's.
Actually, I drew the shot.
Yeah.
Spike the camera where you say that too, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I drew this.
I went full manga shading. The googly eyes are important to me.
Yeah.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Are we all presenting?
Yes.
Like smooth and purple.
I'm not done yet.
Shading's good.
Yeah, we're doing
Kind
this.
of give. He
Some
kinda
good
looks like-
cheekbones.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Michael Jackson before he turns into a Thriller.
Yeah. I can always see the hands
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, 100%.
I was definitely on my way. Colorful color.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you so much for coloring with us today. Hope you had
Thank you.
fun, and more
Yes.
importantly, enjoy the fans, enjoy Comic-Con.
Thank you.
There is so much love here and so much hope for new things to enjoy and fall into and fall in love with. So I think this is definitely one of those shows, and they'll be here for you next year as well. So
Nice.
thank you for coming.
Thank
It was
you.
a great pleasure.